Hi, it has been a long minute. No excuse. Well, two. I haven't had any kids in quarantine, so I got kind of lazy. But next, right after school, having our new family member come by all the time. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome that she's here. But yeah, I got people in my room, and it's hard to make these videos. So, all right. Hey, so what did I teach today? All right. Well, this is actually what I taught yesterday, but it's important because now I got a bunch of people on quarantine, so I can use this to help them out. So the note says poetry does what we need it to do. And most of the time, what we need poetry to do, leave us alone. Right now, I don't want poetry. Well, why not? I'm tired. Got the migraine aura going on. I'm heavily dosed though, so hopefully it'll all be clear. But yeah, like I notice my eyes are just okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling poetry right now. Oh, also need to trim the goatee, it looks like. Ooh. All right. Poetry does what we need it to do. Leave me alone. Okay. But other times we need poetry to do something else. So let's go with the simple one that I spent a minute on. Sometimes we need poetry to be funny. We need Adam Sandler, we need Stephen Lynch, we need Bo Burnham, Weird Al to sing songs that are silly and amuse us. So when Weird Al does a song, there are people who enjoy it. Keep in mind, Weird Al has been around. Well, I remember him when I was in grade 7. That's a long career. Well done, Weird Al. And he still looks the same. I look 90. He looks younger than I do. So poetry does what we want it to do, leaves us alone. It can amuse us. Next. Poetry can also, and this is one of the important ones, remind us we are not alone. It can state things that we need to hear desperately from someone else, whether it be angry, sad, vengeful. So what we did is I put up 3 songs. 3 songs that all come from the same era, which is not mine. It's, what would you say, 2 music generations after mine. The music of the early 2000s. I'm an 80s guy, but when YouTube started to be used in the classroom, I began, and 2 of them I knew, and the third kept getting suggested to me by students, so I've added it to the list. Here's the one I like most. Everclear by Wonderful by Everclear. It's a tale about divorce. As I tell my students, so we go through the song. I want to cover a couple of lyrics here. I want things like I had before, like a Star Wars poster on my bedroom door. We want things to be normal, and divorce takes away normal. We like normal. We like surprises as long as they're good surprises. If they're not good surprises, then they're problems. We could overcome problems and learn, yeah, but in terms of what we want things just be normal. I hope my mom and I hope my dad will figure out why they get so mad. I hear them scream, I hear them fight, say bad words, and make me want to cry. They're simple lyrics. But after we did this, we went to the comments. Yeah, this song rips people up. I'm 58 years old, I'm still crying. I'm 40, I'm crying. Yeah, I listen to this song and I think about what I did to my own kids, and people really respond to this. Well, this is one of the jobs poetry has. Poetry's out there. Sorry, can't get comfortable. Poetry's out there sometimes to cast a light on some stuff. Now, this isn't, no offense to Art Alexis, the songwriter, this isn't good poetry. I mean, they're fine song lyrics, but yeah, this isn't Shakespeare. That's okay. There is academic poetry, which is super important. but it is also very removed from what almost any of us can relate to. You have the occasional student that will, say, I wish we would have been exposed to this. Awesome. But most students don't want to be exposed to academic poetry. So we do a little bit of it and we do a little bit of this type because I want students to hopefully see this, get the idea, then go deeper. That's the plan. Does it work? No, because most of the time poetry does what we need it to do, and most students want poetry to leave them alone. I'm going to skip everything and go to the end here because this is what I need. All right, the anger of the ending of the song. I don't want to hear you say we've both grown in a different way. I don't want to meet your friends. I don't want to start over again. I just want my life to be the same, just like it used to be. Some days I hate everything. Bam. And that's what we need. We need someone to say exactly what we feel because sometimes we cannot articulate our feelings. We need Art Alexis from Everclear to do it for us. We need them to state the things we are feeling. And now we know we're not alone. We go to the comment section and we have a like community. We have people who've gone through what we go through. And what is incredible, this style of poetry, even though it's simple, you now have a community that is sharing their experiences with it, which is awesome. Next one. We did Stay Together for the Kids by Blink 182. I actually liked Blink 182. They came out a little after my time. Again, I'm an old man, but I kind of liked them. Now it's funny because my students see it as old person music. Blink 182 is old person music. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm older than old person. Anyways, this song, sorry. Hey, there we go. I'm ripe with things to say. The words rot and fall away. What stupid poem could fix this home? I'd read it every day. And then they go into I'm about the song, but I love the chorus. It's loud, it's angry, which is exactly how this one ended off. So then I go into this one, angry. Yeah, divorce can make us angry. The song leads off with that 50% of American families are going to deal with it. Yeah, I mean, the statistic varies, but regardless, it's in and around that area. My students can relate. And the spot I paused the song at is this one spot where this blonde dude is just, and you can tell he's raging, and I'm like, that's the way we feel. The anger, all right. The third one we do. This was added by student request. No offense to the band. Yes, they're more talented than me. Yes, they're wealthier. I know all. This just isn't my genre. This isn't my style, but it's perfect by a simple plan. I don't like the talking style of singing, I guess. It's just, but they're talented. My students 20 years ago or 10 years ago, whatever it was, loved them. And if I was to say, I don't really, they'd, oh, how could you? But in my defense, yesterday when I played it, my students were in agreement. They didn't like it either. Now it's old person music. Old man music. Okay. This one is, I don't want to say typical of this genre of music, but a lot of angsty stuff. And hey, dad, look at me, think back, talk to me. Did I grow up according to plan? I just want to make you proud. I'm never going to be good enough for you. I'm sorry I can't be perfect. I try not to think about the pain I feel inside. Do you know you used to be my hero? Nothing's going to change the things you said. This works. Well, again, I'm not a big fan of the song. I am a big fan of the intent of the song. I'm a big fan of how students have responded to the song in the past. It is effective because it says things students need to hear. We need to be constantly reminded we're not alone. We need to be constantly reminded other people feel things. Often, we know how we feel. We just cannot articulate it. We And that, we can't say it, we know, and then someone shows up who says something, we just, that's the way I feel. And when there's a cheesy love song, though we'll do love songs later on, but when there's a cheesy love song, that when you're dancing with your girl, and that the love song, and it's saying words of just pure romance and cheesiness, and at this moment, it's like, oh, that's the way I feel. Yeah, that's why we need it. All right, so, no, sorry, Tigre. So poetry does what we needed to do. In some cases, poetry provides us with a voice, with a shared community, with some experiences like a Star Wars poster on a bedroom door that we don't have anymore because our parents split up. We need poetry, just sometimes, but this is one of those times. Hold on. Apologize for that delay there. Couldn't find the stop button.